while. I know it's been a minute. There's a reason for that. It's been a lot of meetings and conversations and emails about these plans right here for Parkside Bungalow, my investment property. So where do I begin? I feel like where we left off almost 2 months ago now, a tree, oak tree, fell on the house. During that time, I was already in the waiting to speak with the Urban Design Commission, which is a part of the Office of Design, which is a part of the City of Atlanta's Office of Zoning and Development. As someone who lives in a historic neighborhood, if you purchase a property or you have a property in an area that's under historic preservation, there are generally rules for the neighborhood you're in of how you can renovate the house. So they don't care so much about what's going on inside, but they do care about what's going on the outside. And so my plans, which I shared with you all in previous episodes, really included things that are just going to beautify the house and bring it back up to the look and feel that it had as a bungalow and as a Queen Anne home in Adair Park. But there were some issues that I ran into. First of all, it takes like 8 weeks to go through the process with the UDC at the minimum. There's already a docket of properties that they review. They meet every other Wednesday at 4 p.m. here at City Hall. And so in order to wait on that hearing, even if you submit the application with all the things they ask for and submit it, you still are going to probably wait like a month or two before you're added to the docket. So for my property, I wanted to replace the siding because the siding has to be all wood siding. I need to replace all of my windows because my windows are vinyl and they need to be all wood clad. The roof obviously now is damaged because of the tree fall. I also have a porch that I need to replace, and there's certain rules about the railing has to be 36 inches high. The windows have to stay exactly where they are. I was going to move some of the windows on the back and on the sides of the house to accommodate the changes we're making on the floor plan to the kitchen and the primary bedroom and bathroom. But unfortunately, what I found out during this process is that I cannot move any of my windows. All the windows have to stay the same, and if I'm replacing them, they have to stay within 1 inch of the original side. Disappointing because now I'm going to have a whole full window over 1/1 window in where we were going to put the shower. But for the primary bedroom, there actually is no egress window, so it's against code. So if there was a fire, you have to have a window that's low enough for someone to be able to escape. So they did make that exception for me. But even since going to my hearing on September 10th, I was approved with conditions, most of those including the windows and some of the changes to the framing of the porches that I'm adding. But now I have to go back and revisit my site plan with the updates to the new porches. The new porch I was already adding to the back, and now the rebuilt porch I have to have on the front. So I've got to go back to my survey company to add those things. I had to go back to Lonnie, who you met, my architect, to redo some of the plans. And none of this is free, by the way. The survey that I ended up rushing over the summer cost me almost $3,000 to have done. And so that's also something that usually takes like 6 to 8 weeks to complete. And I had to get it rushed for 2 weeks to meet the deadline. So it's just been continuous meetings and conversations. And unfortunately, this office doesn't have a huge staff. And they have limited hours. They're only open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., which isn't really convenient for most citizens. So if you've been following my stories, I've been here at City Hall at least 6 or 7 times going back and forth trying to get clarification on things so I can push this through. But my prayer is next week, I've had all these plans redone. I got the survey updated, and as soon as we can get the final yes from the UDC, I will be able to start the permit process, which should take another month, maybe a few weeks, but I've already gone to the permit office and had some conversations, so hopefully it'll be pretty smooth. I'm just so grateful for my contractor and architect for being so patient throughout this process. This has taken months, and it shouldn't have taken this long, but My hope is we'll get permits and we'll start on the construction by the holidays. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully next time you see me, we'll be in the house knocking down some walls.